Well, and I think we need more bike lanes because once you get on and you're doing okay, and then all of a sudden you're out.
It's out. There's no bike lane.
Now you're in traffic now, and then they're going by pretty quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, good morning, everybody. Take a nice look at our network WeatherBug camera out in Rockport. Looks like a really good sunny morning. You will notice there are very few clouds out there, and that's rather unusual for us, where it's also 83 degrees. We don't see a lot of cooling over the next 5 to 7 days, as we're looking at a bit of a heat wave that's not only affecting us, but also a lot of the country. Temperatures are going to be above normal for quite some time. 81 on Highway 37 at Suntide. Thanks to CCRV for that. It's also 81 at the airport. The humidity, of course, on the high side, but for the next couple of days, it's the the high temperature, 94 yesterday, will be about 95 today, but the overnight lows are not cooling down at all. So, hot afternoon is one thing, but when it doesn't cool down at night, that's another thing. And, a lot of people have air conditioning, some people don't. So if you know somebody who doesn't, and especially the elderly, pick them up, take them to the mall, come visit the noon, we'll be at the food court, and come hang out and just cool down, because we're going to be at the point where we need cooling stations for these folks who don't have the AC. They're going to get overheated. Otherwise, we're looking at 83 in Port A and 81 in Kingsville. Lots of sun for today, for tomorrow, for the next day, for about 7 days. We've got a bit of a heat wave. Now, the remnants of Barry are right here in Ohio. They continue moving eastward, but we've got some video. This is from Arkansas, where they had quite a bit of flooding there from the rains associated with that storm. That was 2 days after it hit landfall, so it has continued to cause flooding problems. And of course, all of this is in the Mississippi River Valley, so all that's got to go downstream to eventually to the Gulf of Mexico. But you can see that torrential rainfall that occurred there. Well, as far as the rest of the week is concerned, you can see hardly a cloud or a raindrop over Texas. Of course, the remnant rain from Barry there, and they had one little, looks like a funnel cloud right about there. Now, the heat wave, North Texas is under an advisory. We're not under an advisory, but we're really close. We don't meet the criteria. Nonetheless, you just need to watch out. But Dallas, Fort Worth, all the way up here, this is the heat wave that's going to hit Chicago after the storm goes by. They're in the 80s today. By Friday, Chicago 95, and over the weekend 100. Yikes, that's big news for them. So here's the big bubble of hot air. You can see where it's sort of parked right on top of the central part of the country, and it's covering everybody in the southern half. This is a bit early. This is kind of like an late August kind of thing, but here it is, mid-July, and it's definitely on. So high pressure builds in from the west. It squeezes the atmosphere down on top of us. Our chances for any kind of precip is pretty much over. If you are, some of our farmers, if you're harvesting, you've got rain-free days at least through the weekend. You might need them. Some guys are already finished, and they go, hey, bring it on. But we're not going to get much in the next few days. It's just going to be hot. So here's the forecast. It's pretty simple, hot and humid. Today's high about 95, the heat index at 108, and we're going to stay right about there all the way through the next 7 days. That's your 7-day forecast brought to you by NEC Co-op Energy. We'll be right back.